Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We've got all kinds of cars in here, folks. We've got classic cars, we've got muscle cars, we've got supercars. This would be in the category of a supercar. Look at this car. Folks, the 2019 McLaren 600LT. All right, my foot's on the brake and I hit this button. Just over 14,200 miles are shown on the odometer. Folks, I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. Am I going to tell you the engine size and horsepower and the spring rate and all that kind of stuff? No, I'm going over the condition for you folks, where the scrapes are, where the nicks and chips might be, the condition of the wrap that's obviously been put on it, and the pink brakes and the white wheels and the the lower valence up front, and it's just maybe you live on the other side of the country. You find this color combination to be out of this world, and you want it shipped to you, and it's my job to kind of sort of get down on the floor, get up close to the car, and find out where the scrapes are, just in case you want to pick this up and you don't want to be surprised about anything. But Quincy's walked around it once, I think. The stance is incredible. The color variations are, I'll say, out of this world. See a couple little watermark things. There's a little bit of dust. Anytime you move this car just like a couple feet, the dust blows up on it. Welcome to dusty Las Vegas. So sorry about all the little extra dust, but we're all really in good shape back here. I don't want to jump ahead. I just saw the dust there and I wanted to attack it. But let's start up front where the nose is, and let's see if we got any scrapes underneath the front. There's an extra big plastic padding down here. I'm not really sure. I've felt with these before on a lot of Ferraris, and that has picked up a lot of the scrape. You notice right along here, this is just a chip from driving down the road. There is a clear bra on all of this, so this is just little itty bitty schmidgy stuff, and it's close to the ground, so you're going to have that. I think a little ventilation here, got a little bit of dust in it and stuff like that. We'll try and get that blown out. But anyway, my point is underneath here is pretty scraped up. But look how low it is to the ground, coming in and out of driveways, parking lots and all that kind of stuff. It's going to get scraped up. But we really care about what's obviously up here. All that stuff's down there to protect this. So, I don't see any cracks. I'm grabbing a hold of it, shaking it right now. It's on there really good, just so you all know. There's a little bubble in the wrap right here. Every once in a while, I'll see just a little itty bitty mark. It's probably just a bubble, or a bug in the wrap that wasn't gotten to via detailing and stuff. Over here, the wrap is coming undone just a little bit. This is just the clear bra down here protecting this. And then once again, I've got lots of scratches down here and lots of abrasions, but it's all the way down underneath the front. Like I said, you're gonna have a supercar like this, you better live in Maryland if you don't want to scrape anything, because Maryland's very flat. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. But folks, there's nothing that stands out here, a great big scratch, a dent, anything like that. Just some little normal wear going on over its couple of miles and life existence. That's it. The wrap, I see, if I get up really close, this close, my face needs to be this close to find a couple little bubbles or a little itty bitty blips in the wrap. But I mean, folks, honest to God, it's a great big who cares. They're very, very small. If I saw anything big, which, there are some things I do need to show you, that does mean something. But other than this is a wrap. It's really a nice shape. Every once in a while, I'll see a little mark that I'm not sure is going to come off. That's just a little abrasion of some sort, but it's not into the wrap. I could just see it. It's more like the clear coat of things, if you will. Over here, just really light stuff. You can barely see it. The headlights are in good shape. These are beautiful. And the paint condition down here on this lower valence is really still beautiful and shiny. It really looks nice. But it's been used, so every once in a while you find a couple blips. It's has a clear bra been put on top of the wrap? I don't think so, no. So we just have a wrap up here. There's no clear bra on top of the wrap. I'm pretty sure. You know what, I'm not positive. give us a call, and if you're really concerned about that. I kind of feel something. I don't know if that's the wrap or that's a clear bra for the wrap. I can't figure it out. I'm going to say that's just the wrap. Okay, we'll work our way down the passenger or the driver's side first. Here, come on over here, Quincy. Even though this is part of the little wrap stuff going on, there's like a pretty nice sized bubble right there. It might have been started from a small rock chip, but I still think that this is nicely protected. Up here, this all looks good. I presume that's supposed to be this way, this plastic piece. Up and around here, this looks good. This is my first wheel and tire here. This is your front driver's side wheel and tire. I see no curb rash. And the tire's super nice and white. The brake caliper is nice and pink. The brakes look good. The tires look good. And, you know, just these have been painted white, so there's just I don't even know how to explain it, folks. They're fine. They're fine. They're in really good shape. They cleaned up really well. Every once in a while, Quincy, come over my left shoulder, if you will. I just want to point this out. I just want to be clear to everybody. This is a lot of money. This isn't a, $30,000 Chevelle. Right here, see this, folks? It's just little stuff. Little normal wear in the wheel. I'm just pointing it out. That's the only one I see on this whole wheel. I just wanted to point it out to you. Okay, working our way down the door. Okay, it's your 600LT emblem down here. I feel a couple scrapes under here. When I open up the door, we'll be able to look at it a little closer. The wrap has got a little funky thing right there, but we're kind of cool. Carbon fiber here, carbon fiber up the side. This is a really cool car. I didn't really realize how much. Yeah, it's not. It's just a little blip in it and things. Underneath this side mirror here, I've got a small chip in the green blue, if you will. All the way up underneath here, there's another little mark there, but I think it's just a bug. But all in all, it's in just fine shape. This top, we're going to talk about the top of this now. I'm going to wipe it first before I run my fingers across it. All this isn't super shiny and in nice shape here. I'm going to get my rag in this cavity here and get the dust out. I don't do dust, even though we live here in the desert. There's a clear bra installed on top of this. This is all in good shape. I don't see it all banged up from roadway or anything like that, so we're good here, folks. The whole door here, this blue, all this looks great. All of what my eyes are looking at here and where my hand is. This is nice. Inside this cavity is super nice. I'm looking at myself here via some, it looks to be like a pearl gray going on in here, kind of, sort of. And then back up to this blue-green going on. And all this is in really great shape, folks. The window tint looks good. It's not coming apart. Looking down in here looks good. I don't like touching this car. All along here looks fabulous. There's just some dust. This is all great, folks. There's no chips. There's no dings. And it looks terrific. All this is great. The gas cap, all this is great. This is all good. This has got some clear bra on it as well. This is on here really good. A little more dust in that cavity down there, but all feels good. Okay, my driver's side rear wheel and tire. Back here, folks, is the exact same condition as the front. The great pink brakes. The braking system all in here is super nice and clean. The whole barrel of the wheel, all this is real nice and white. And every once in a while I'll see something, but it's a nothing. They're brilliant. They're brilliant. Okay, all the way over here. All this looks terrific. No dings, no dents. Oh, I'm going to stay down here because this is the hard part. Jeez, this dust is crazy, isn't it? Okay, all back here, all this gray that I referred to inside the door over there. Maybe it's not a pearl to it, but it all looks good. I think I had a little bit of water set in one of these cavities back here. I know if I grab some spritzer, that would just that would all clean right up, and right around all these rear lights back here. Just a really good fine 10-minute detail back here, and some of these nooks and crevices would really shine this up back here. All this looks good. Now, come all the way down here, Quincy. You might as well put that thing right on the ground. Now, this isn't major, folks. I just have to tell you these things. This fin has a small scratch on the bottom. Not up here. Not any of this stuff, just back here. So, you know, somebody backed into a curb, I guess. This one has no scratches on it. This one has oh boy, barely a scratch on it. But this one over here is just like this one. It's got a pretty good scratch on the bottom. Once again, this isn't broken. This rear diffuser is in just fine shape, but every once in a while, some of these diffusers catch a curb. And this one's got a little bit of one as well. So I'm just letting you know. It's in really nice shape down here. I need to clean it up just a little bit more, but it's very attractive. And again, all these scrapes are right underneath here, and that's where, if it's going to happen, they normally wind up. But the rest of all this back here is just beautiful. All right, now I'm going to climb up here and dust myself off and look at the top of this. Just a really, really light mark right there in the wrap. This black piece here is a very flat black. It's got a couple little, I don't know, they're not marks. Quincy, can you come on my left shoulder, just so? This might have been from a car cover, I'm not really sure. Just some little surface marks here that could probably be taken out, but I'm just pointing them out to you. This is, seems to be the same. I'm not really sure what kind of material this is here. All part of this rear wing. Over here, back, the green blue is in great shape. The exhaust here, all this looks normal. There's no patina buildup anywhere back here. This is all super nice and gray back here, if you will. Everything's nice and clean. Oh boy, one thing I don't know how to do is get into this engine compartment, so that'll be fun. That'll be a fun little switch for us to look for later, Quincy. Okay, whole carbon fiber top all looks terrific. Just so we're clear on that as well. All right, back here, this all looks good. Working our way up now, the passenger side. Okay, Quincy, I knew one of these had a little chunk out of it. Right there. You got some fancy white paint, that'd go away pretty quick. But there's a small little itty bitty mark there. The rest of the way around, we're in good shape. The barrel's nice and clean, brakes all just like the others, except for that little mark. All right. No dings. All this is in great shape, just like the passenger or driver's side. All this is, you know, I'm just going to shut it for a second and just, oh, okay. Down here, I got a little mark in the wrap. Very, very small. But that's a small rock chip there. And then what is that? That's nothing. Okay, all this is good. Dusty once again, but all it's good. All this is good. Side view mirror is perfect. And we've got ourselves back up here to the front passenger side wheel and tire. And we're in good shape, no curb rash, beautiful white wheel. Whew. What a color combo, crazy. Oh, mixed in with the carbon fibers, super cool. Okay, all this looks terrific up here. I'm gonna open this driver's side door and we're gonna talk about something else. Okay, Quincy, we're gonna spend some time on this door, not inside yet. Because this car has been wrapped, once again, we're back to this gray again in here. I don't believe anything. I don't believe this has been wrapped gray. I believe this is what the original color to the car is. Okay, all this feels pretty good along here. This isn't rubbed up against anything, so that's in good shape. Now let's work our way underneath, folks. You get yourself down here underneath this door. Unfortunately, we've got some pretty good gouges underneath this door. Obviously, it looks like it happened while the car was driving. And so we've got some pretty, this is not just a white mark, it's a cut into the plastic or the body panel here, whatever this is made out of. The rubber seal all seems to be, and it's just a little nick in it right here. But other than that, this rubber seal is just fine. And then we get that back to some pretty heavy scrapes right here. This is what we do here at Celebrity Cars, folks. It's probably on most of these cars. I don't know any better. They sit pretty darn low to the ground, and I'm pretty sure this happens quite often. So, hey, it is what it is. Just wanted to point that out. If you look down here in this cavity down here, you just see a little normal dirt. The rubber gasket here is all fine. These plastic components down here, whatever this is made out of, is all good, all the way across. And then you can look down here at the bottom of this, side skirt here, if you will. There's, just a little mark. I would presume this is probably just, normal crud. But then you're into the, this looks black in here. Completely different color. Is it? It is. This is black in here, so that's pretty darn cool. And this is all nice and shiny as well. All up in here in this cavity, good, Quincy, thank you. All this is nice and clean. It's all on here, good. Nothing's loose. All right, now we can work our way into the car. Carpet's good. This plastic rubber piece, whatever this is, getting in and out of the car, has some, your keys in your back pocket, your phone in your back pocket, you're sliding your butt in here, and it's got a little nicked up. I don't think this is from shoes. I just think this is from pants and stuff. It's very mild, folks, but it's just not perfect here any longer. The carbon fiber seats, boy, I'm just down here on the ground, aren't I? Here's your floor, here's your carpet. These seats are suede orange, burnt orange, if you will. It all looks pretty darn good to me. The seats are in here, folks. You're not going anywhere. Got the orange, burnt orange suede continues on the dash. Lots of carbon fiber in the center console, obviously, and that's where you have all your buttons in there. I've driven this car around the building so far, so I haven't been able to play with those buttons a whole lot, except for pretty much just hitting park and drive, if you will. And all that carbon fiber. There's a cup holder in here. There's some black suede as well mixed in with these burnt orange. And it's really something. It's really something. The entire dashboard is covered in a black suede with some white stitching. And once again, finishing it off around the air vents with some more carbon fiber. Seatbelts are very fancy. And I see a partial roll cage behind the seat. And this is pretty insane, folks. If you haven't figured it out yet, this is what supercars look like. That's what they look like inside. Okay. I'm going to come over there, Quincy. You don't need to go anywhere. Hi.
How are you?
Okay. Over here, the condition of the door, all this is the same. We didn't talk about the inside of the door over there on the driver's side. We'll probably have to look at that again, since that's the most touched and used. I just forgot to look at that. Okay, all along here, all this looks good. There's no scrapes along here. Get down here, this looks good. And then you come down underneath the door and we kind of have the same scratches and same little dugouts as the driver's side. Once again, the rubber seal is good. This is a little chewed up right here, but all the rest of it's good. Again, it is what it is. It's a pretty good gash, but it's all underneath. Okay, back in here in the same cavity as the other side, all this looks the same. We don't need to beat it to death. It's just a little dusty, but it's all in here. The gaskets are all good. All the way down here, that's good. And then the same little crud here, I presume that's where the door just kind of like rubs against it just a little bit. All this is just fine. And getting in and out of this side, this rubber panel here, boy, my hands really got dirty. This rubber panel here looks like, I'm not sure anyone has ever gotten in and out of the passenger seat over here. But we're going to drive us around the block. So Quincy, guess what? You're going to be getting in the passenger seat. All this looks just fine. All of this it's beautiful. I do need to point out a little mark. We're going to go back to the driver's side door. Quincy, come over my right shoulder, and you're going to have to get a little clever. Here's your black suede top dash. You got your burnt orange here, burnt orange, burnt orange. And right in the middle is a black mark. It's about the length of my fingernail. It's right there. I'm just pointing it out, folks. That's what we do here. No, I don't think that's going to be removed very easy, but could it be? Possibly. Got to be got to call a leather guy, suede guy. The carpet's fine. Carpet's all in good shape. Okay, back up, close this door. Let's go back over to the driver's side door real quick, Quincy. And into this burnt orange over here, and it looks great. Looks great. There's no excessive wear, fingers, oily stuff. You'd have to come over my right shoulder. All of it looks really good. All right, now, one thing I should have asked when we cut for a little break there is how do you open the trunk? How do you open back there? It's not on my remote. I don't know how to do it. But during photographs, folks, well, I'll sit right here real quick, and as I'm trying to waste time, you folks knowing darn well I don't know how to open the trunk. That's okay, I don't care. We get different cars in here all the time. I know a lot of you are probably laughing at me right now. Do you know where it is? Is it on the door? No.
Oh, I found it.
You did? Get out of here. You found it?
That's all right.
Hey, well, man. What's that? All right, well, we can look in the front bonnet. I don't think this is opened up for us, but I shall grab this very carefully. No, of course not. But we can look in the front one. We didn't do that yet. Oh, okay. So we have this off in order to trickle charge the car. So please don't get excited, anyone on film. But that's how you trickle charge the car and get in there to the battery. These little clips and stuff like that. Okay. I'm going to just let that right there for the moment. I don't want it to drop. I'm just, because of camera purposes, I don't want this clutter to be here, but that's where we trickle charge the car. All this is nice and clean in here. I do see all tools down here connected to this foam patch down here. I see the hook, the tow hitch. I don't know what that is, but once again, you can give us a call to go over any of these things that you might see and have questions about. But again, that's where your battery is in this. You can see the wrap, how it was done. And this is black under here again, not the gray. Okay, well, so I don't continue to look for buttons, and everybody else seems to be busy. We'll figure it out for photos. There's no real reason that you need to see it on video, the engine compartment. You have already heard the automobile, and so we're in good shape there. But make sure you go to celebritycars.com to see detailed photographs of the engine compartment. One of these guys around here is smarter than I am, and they'll figure out how to get that rear hatch open. But other than that, folks, it's in really, really great shape. There's just a couple things. So we have the glass, got a really small chip on a wheel, a couple scratches underneath the doors. But other than that, this car is just absolutely beautiful. It's a supercar. It's a McLaren. So, okay, next thing, we go around the block. We're going to drive this one, okay? We're going to test the brakes. We're going to test the acceleration a little bit. I'm not going to hit any fancy buttons. We're not going to go super fast. We're just going to make sure that, I'll report back to you and make sure that it's safe to drive. We'll be right back. Here we are, folks. As promised, we're back in the 2019 McLaren 600LT, and we're going to go for a quick test drive. We're going to drive around the block, make sure it does all the things it's supposed to do. My foot's on the brake. I'm in first gear. I've already done all that. And here we go. Miles an hour. I'm going to hit the brakes here pretty good. 3, 2, and 1. Yep. As I suspected, it knows how to brake. It's very smooth. It's very, very nice. Okay. Back on the gas pedal. We do have some speed bumps here. Going to go over them very, very easily. No problem. Slight angle. No weird noises. Brakes feel excellent. And this is a much quieter trip over those speed bumps than I thought there would be. So, cool. All right. Now, knowing full well that I'm in a supercar here, I know all I need to do is hit this gas pedal pretty hard, and I take off like a rocket ship. It's not my car. I'm going to get on it just a little bit, just to make sure it does everything it's supposed to do. But not really. Okay, here's my shot. Again, it's not my car. I'm not going to hit the gas pedal hard. Obviously, has plenty of horsepower. This is a very smooth one. I say smooth one because I've been in and out of these McLarens before, and very, very noisy, very rattly. You know, there's no carpet. There's barely any carpet on the floor, so it can get kind of noisy in here. But this one's really not so bad. It's actually pretty pleasant. The steering feels great. Even though, you know, we've seen those weird, aftermarket wheels and so on and so forth, and the ride height, and it looks close. I don't hear any rubbing. Everything feels really good. It's super smooth. The transmission's smooth. And obviously, I probably hit a couple buttons down here and make this car go crazy. I'm not doing that. I'm obviously in the just drive it around mode. And I'm happy to be just here. Yeah, it takes the little bumps like a champ. It's not overly noisy. This is a nice car. This is a very, very, very nice car. My left turn signal's on. Going a couple little speed bump thingy there. The downshifting is awesome. Hearing the turbo kick in is super cool. Very, very nice. My gauges look good. Yep. So if you're cruising along at, say, 30 miles an hour and you give the gas pedal just a little bit more gas, it doesn't really do a whole lot. But from a stop, and you apply your right foot on that accelerator a little extra hard, then you're really going for a ride. And this is just in normal mode here. I'm not really sure what mode I'm in, but I know I'm not in a racing one. Anyway, folks, this is a very unique ride. We've got black, we've got gray, we've got shiny black, we have flat black, we've got bright green and blue, and we've got pink calipers and white wheels. A burnt orange, thank you very much. Burnt orange with this suede going on. It's a very unique ride. Hope you like it. If you got any questions, give us a call. 702-818-1031, or go to celebritycars.com and read all about it. See you next time. Thanks.